I'll go ahead and read the prompt for the loved one. You have a perfect life. You don't even know how much it hurts every day just to get up in the morning.
Mm. Wow. You know, you're right. I don't know what it's like for you to get up in the morning. I would imagine you maybe feel angry or unseen. Um, just hearing your words, I feel frustrated because I want to come across as understanding, but it's clear that I have failed at that. Um, I want to understand where you're coming from. Your thoughts, your feelings are important to me, and you are important to me. You are important to me. You are such a hard worker, and I have admired your tenacity and willingness to even just get up every day and go to work, because I know there have been so many difficulties there. And so I just want you to know that I admire you in that. And I don't know, maybe you just need some space right now, but if you're willing to share more, I would like to listen. Do you want to tell me more about what you're going through?
Nice.
Okay. So, feedback for myself, I think I hit everything, I think. And so I think I would give myself like a letter grade. It would be an A by the rubric. And the one thing, I don't know that my thought empathy was that strong. I would be curious to know how that felt for you on your end. And then maybe not so great on that disarm, but it was awkward. I wasn't sure exactly how to put that. So any feedback, especially on those, would be awesome.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So I also thought that you like did very well. Like I definitely believe that I like felt that kind of connection with you. Um, I have a lot of praise and like two suggestions that could hopefully like help you or help us learn through this process. So what I loved about this first, you definitely hit on all the elements about being empathic. You said you tried to imagine how I felt. You echoed my words. You told me how you felt. You told me that I was right. Like you acknowledged my perspective, and you also affirmed me. Like you really like made me feel like I was respected and admired for who I was. And lastly, you asked me whether or not I could share with you more of how I felt. So all of those elements made me feel like very comforted. I especially loved, yeah, what you did with affirming like my value. I was very, even just like very touched listening to that. You said that you are such a hard worker, and I admire your tenacity and willingness to get up every day and face your difficulties at work. So that was you acknowledging a personal quality of mine and what you, from a distance, can observe that you liked about it. And that made me feel very, uh, like, you know, cherished as a person. So, yeah. That being said, you asked about the disarm as well as the thought empathy in this role play. For the thought empathy, I, said that you seem to have a perfect life and you don't maybe understand what I'm going through every day. And if that was echoed back at me, the perfect life element, then I think
Yeah,
that I would have felt even more heard.
that makes sense.
And secondly, yeah, yeah. And secondly, just for the disarm, you started off by saying, "You're right. I don't know what it's like for you to get up in the morning." That definitely gave me, that definitely gave me uh, the acknowledgement that would have, made me feel like we're on the same page. You left your ego at the door and was just like, yes, I acknowledge your perspective and what you were thinking about. Um, Maybe this is just a personal thing, but I kind of felt like you were mirroring my exact words, and it sounded a little bit like you were agreeing with me for the sake of agreeing with me. Um, and if, the caregiver had said something like, you're right, I really don't know what it's like to face each day and feel the pain that you feel, I would feel that you actually really understand the emotions I go through on a day-to-day basis, and you weren't just agreeing me to like appease me, but rather you
Yeah.
were really like emotionally in the same place.
That's
So
really good. That's very helpful. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. So
All
that
good
was a good,
feedback.
thank you. Yeah, I try. Yeah, yeah. So just two minor suggestions to, and otherwise very strong, um, comforting, caregiver presence.
Awesome. Thank you.